Beloved, we've had an overview about Raelianism. So I know by now you have an overview knowledge about Raelianism or the Raelian movement. So in summary, you can say something small about the Raelian movement. It's a movement that says that human beings are as a result of some aliens or some extraterrestrials or some unidentified flying objects. Okay, so they are saying that we are to believe that we were not as a result of some God the Bible mentions, but rather some aliens. You get that? And these aliens are not the omnipotent, but rather they are advanced beings. Advanced beings. They are limited. So we are as a result of some limited beings or some limited advanced beings. How we get to him. So since these so-called aliens or extraterrestrials created by taking something from the lives that or the living organisms that were already living, we got some questions for the Raelian follower. Okay, let's go. I'm going to blend the tree and the English. First question. If the Elohim created humans by modifying existing life forms, doesn't that imply that there was already life on earth before their intervention? If so, who or what created that original life? Simple. Aye, Raelians, say Elohim kroya wakano. Say aye one enatre say one ayo onipano. One ena oyo onipano. One say aye one na obigini university. One say one obigini time and space. Nemomono. There were already living things or living organisms on earth. And one modify one genes. And what the year a yen in the pay. It's in natural say they took them from apes. And what the year in the therefore yen in the pen namasasi sono. We are clones. We are copies of these aliens. And as this so-called Elohim. A one and our yo yen. So we were as a result of them. Into the question, they say one ewo to me ampa, and I say one a year, one ne obade ampa. Okay, that's what to me. Why didn't they create or bring forth life themselves? And then a one beginning bribia, but rather they had to take from the original. It's one a key from the original organisms, living organisms. Okay, and I want to modify into something different. Actually, okay, according to them, why weren't they able to create original life? And also, where from the original life they took from? Which I was saying, if in case there were original life or original living organisms, then one any obadi, and as the creator. Well, Dr. Francis Collins, geneticist and former director of the NIH. Okasimbi, when it comes to genetics, were very good. Or say, as we explore the origins of life, we are faced with the fundamental question: who or what is responsible for the emergence of life on Earth? The Raelian narrative raises more questions than answers. Raelians, say one and or the anu ye be ema ewiase. Said you would share our Facebook no. But the thing is, so the Dr. Francis Collins, our geneticist and a former director of NIH, no all can or say it to your boss say baby enkwa anase unipa kura po efiria anase baby enkwa kura no life efiria. And we are faced with the fundamental question, just as in bisa bi ehia pa kese na eba yentrim say hwan anase edien kura mpo ene nam so ema enkwa ebetena asase we say so anase life ebetena asase we say so. Na Raelians ebedwene say one ena or de enchiremu bi ema adasa na saa wo mun nsem na omka keka no it raises more questions than answers. Also, bia na de o keka ya mebisa ehwo asem yi no because one narrative no entrey and say one Elohim na walk no extraterrestrials no woman the ball on the beginning bibia on the beginning time and space and as a 1 year uncreated being since they are advanced beings said the omokano we no try and say advanced being there na just say onyankopon untumi mputi advance for onyankopon so onyankopon advance he said onyankopon atra na shim onyankopon he said onyina koduru ha advancement abewiase if it's first na ifa from enako ha isi afidi aba onyankopon you cannot say this about onyankopon et said the otie enra ene wo chene nyina sana asem de tie entino say one aye is advanced beings there when try and say ene one aye created beings obi na bo wo therefore we still salute the omnipotent, the omnipresent, the omniscient God. Christopher, well, if you say in Genesis 1 verse 1, we are told, say, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. This God we are referring is the uncaused cause of all creation. The beginner of the beginning. He is that caused everything to be. He is the original creator. Everything originated from him. Or no enobo baby if there is anything at all, okay, or no ena onam na so me wiase we nyina bae. Nothing began him, no one began him. He wasn't created, he isn't an effect, he's an uncaused cause, he's a constant creator. Or no ena nam na so me bibia bae. Obi anya obi na born, unlike these so-called extraterrestrial beings Raelians, one eka or one sabano. Okay, since they are advanced beings, no, and say obi, and of course they want to be. The Bible gives you the answer. Say onyankopon and obigini bibia. He's the original creator because these so-called extraterrestrials are Raelians. One about two living organisms, and they took from the living organisms. They took from the original. They took something from the originals. And now we no krano. It is alleged and you know cresa. Sa Bible no kyerɛ sɛ onyankopon ene bo onipa sɛ ne suban so ene ne sɛso so sa na asɛm ne tie enye no korɛ sa sɛ a limited being ebetumi a create yene nipa de aba asase so we were as a result of an unlimited being sa na asɛm ne tie okay ntino sɛ metwa so a why would advanced beings like the Elohim need to modify existing life forms instead of creating entirely new ones from scratch? Doesn't this suggest limitations in their abilities, which I say they have limitations in their abilities? They are not capable of everything because identity and I want to me and create BBR from scratch. I want to create BBR entirely from scratch, but rather they took from the original. Okay, we try and say they are limited beings and therefore they cannot bring about beings like us. One into many human beings, limited beings. Therefore, we need a supreme being, a higher being. Now, one no ayen say nipa was as soon as will be advanced in life, will be advanced. And for that matter, but to me, abon necessarily with my bony pass or abra yabo no with me a boy and you with me create. It is never true. It is never true that way. And you know correct. Also, the homo patch, you know, say Oshe movies bit say a hawk or on hawk, and then the Fantastic Four. I heard that movie no pena. Also, in those movies, no, they try to show you say as a unipa. It to me scientists, it to me a creative baby. Na as a chemical be na or the awo a yo nipa say or the one. Okay, na just say unipa no ne when the system adane. So I transform it into different being. Now benya adwen foforo being and then the motives ni BBI the assassin. And to one adane aba normal human being, not just say afe na adwen nyina no aye adwuma said no tie da no. Meaning sorry those movies no BBC and our more the air patch said these advanced creations no beings no one at the what you should train when I say more genes no. Okay, so they took it more and modify these genes no, and I just say what they nipa say na one air patch. You get that? So Dr. Michael Behe, okay, he's a biochemist and intelligent design advocate. Tia someone okay. Or say the notion that advanced beings would engage in genetic engineering raises questions about their motivations and capabilities. Okay, sa adwene Raelians when you say advanced beings be extraterrestrials, yeah, was here from Elohim, yeah, what on once one engage themselves in genetic engineering. Okay, say one modify a genes. Now what they create something different. Okay, so when I engage you into this, now it raises questions about their motivations and capabilities. Emma, just it raises questions about the Kenya womokrazo munyesa, and they want to me when they will cry what they are able to do there, what they are capable of. You get that? So if they are truly advanced, I am pass one advanced one now one is so powerful. Why not create life from scratch? I didn't want to create life from scratch. Okay, but rather they took from the already existing living organisms. Why did they do that? Into Dr. Michael Behe, biochemist and intelligent design advocate, as someone okay, and it makes sense. Okay, it do make sense. What about Psalm 139, verse number 14? The Bible says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Okay, the psalmist says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Oh, onyankopon, efrise. Why ye me say the misiti ekura say ebura adwene ntiase so. Nwanwa kura eburo so. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Unyuma nwanwa pa minim weye. Okay, so the psalmist is telling you, say, Master, the obo wo or you nipa de ne ba asase so no. Said the Genesis 1 verse number 26 through 28 no. Na 28 no eka no a. Bible no say onyankopon eka say omenyo nipa e wi suba so na ese so. Okay, this makes sense a lot. So we resemble the creator, the maker of the obade no, yes no, or a higher being, or a supreme being, and a limited beings. Okay, yewu ono ongu. Okay, yewu but ono ongu. Sana asemnete onye advanced being. Okay, what is the otias enra enne wachane nyina. Okay, unlike these so-called advanced beings are most one or no from apes. Okay, but it doesn't make sense at all. Why didn't they create life from scratch? They met something already. Okay, so I'm passing they met something already. They met living organisms already, and they took from the living organisms. Okay, into Semetosua. Semetosua. Okay, I cited Psalm 139 verse 14. Okay, so another question: if the Elohim created humans through genetic engineering, do Raelians believe that humans have a soul or spiritual essence? If so, how did the Elohim create or impart this non-physical aspect of humanity? There's so many you say we say Raelians, no? What is it? Extraterrestrials, no? Omo ena monsu me nipa eba asase so a nipa enam asase so no. Okay, nipa enye hunem de ase keke na edenam ha no. Honhom bi ti wonipa mu, okra bi eti wonipa mu. You get that? Okra bi ti wonipa mu, moja di mu afrosane. That is the reason. Entia what is it? Onipa ewu ana onwuye. Uwa nipedia we no de asay, but nekra no eda so ye de be etiase. Okay, so if in case this Elohim must want to create a nipa through genetic engineering no, Raelians mo believe say onipa or okra na mo believe say onipa or spiritual essence na or spiritual nature na. sɛ mo wɔ sɛ gyidi we sɛ dia ɛna ebisa sɛ